guys, welcome back to Culture Speaks channel. This is Stuffed Crust. Before we start this video off, I would like for you guys to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification button. So like that, you guys can be alert for when our videos drop. Culture Speaks' videos drop every Wednesday at 1 p.m. and my videos upload every Saturday at 1 p.m. Alright, to start off the video, I wanted to go ahead and talk about code, quote unquote, preaching work and things that, are weird about it. Situations that I've dealt with when I went out in the ministry. Now, I'll be honest, I preferred working with people my age. And a lot of people probably are divisive about that. But it's just, when you worked with younger people, they were just a tad bit less strict versus the older, strict generation, the elders and their wives that really wanted to keep the conversation only about Jehovah in the latest magazine and the book, some random book that you probably didn't read. And I didn't read because, let's be honest, I was a lazy witness. And I'm glad I was, because it was a lot easier when I woke up to actually drop everything. Because I didn't have, things that were holding me back. Anyway, there was this one pioneer sister. I used to go out with her probably every Saturday and Sunday and some random day during the week. And she didn't have work. She was living off of something, I don't know. And I remember she would constantly quiz me almost, what do you think about this article? What do you think about the new book that just released? Have you read some of the contents? How far have you been into it? Are you in which chapter, And I wasn't a person to keep up because I barely had enough time between work to just study for the meetings. And again, I was lazy, so why would I take the few moments I have to play on my Nintendo Switch to read a book? That wasn't fun because, let's be honest, the literature was boring. And so, I know I was being judged by her, but who cares? That's one person. But I think I would have to say what takes the cake was one of those days during the week. I went with my mom to the ministry. Poor lady, my mom, she always supported me. She could have stayed home and taken advantage of her day off during the week. But instead, she went out with me to ministry, probably to make some hours for the 30 hours, because I always had issues trying to just do the 30 hours. It's just the laziness prevailed. My mom went with me, and there's this one single sister. And I think every hall has this one single little sister, the one that her husband passed away 30 years ago. She's never remarried, and she's kind of bitter. I'm not saying widows are bitter, but it's something about not being able to enjoy life, but with all these restrictions, and then still not having the headship nor the support from the congregation. That just makes these women mad, And so they take it off on you. And I've seen sweet widows, but this lady was just straight up mean, And we went in her car, so she started driving around. She had some return visits that she would like us to help with. It was going to be an easy day. I really wanted to just sit and relax and talk to her, but something to know is me and my mom and my family, obviously, we're of different nationality than this lady. So my mom is from a specific area not United States, and so our culture is a lot different, And when you start talking about Latin America in general, there's so many cultures and so many countries, right? Okay, just keep in mind we're Hispanic family. This lady goes, "So you're from X country, correct?" My mom goes, "Yes, of course. My mother raised me there. I lived there till I was this, and then I moved to United States when I was older." And then the sister looks at her and she goes, "I heard you guys don't like being compared to other countries, other Hispanic countries." And my mom goes, "Well, it's because there's so many countries, um, you don't assume when you look at someone that they're just straight up, I'ma just say it, like Mexican, Oh, you're Hispanic? Does that mean you're from Mexico? What part of Mexico are you from? Like you don't assume that. You just assumed they're Latino, right? And she looks at my mom dead in the face and she goes, well, I think that I don't like people from your country because they think they're way better than Mexicans. And my mom looks at her and goes, where do you get that idea? Like, where do you come up with that? My mom says, it's just, we don't like the ignorance that comes behind of, you're Hispanic, so you must be Mexican. It's ignorant. Let's be honest. And if you don't know what nationality a person is by meeting them, you could just always say, hey, where are you from? Because it doesn't hurt to ask. It's not like we dislike being asked where we're from. We actually like it because we get to talk about ourselves and our culture. And the sister's like, in the end, her sentiment was, we were racist towards Mexicans because we don't like being identified as Mexicans even though we weren't Mexican. And it just baffled us, right? It's like you took us out in the ministry and we were just gonna help you out with your return visits and have a nice time, but instead you're accusing us of being racist while being racist. Oh gosh, so the thing is, I get so caught up on my videos, I don't even get to show you guys the photos I download for these videos. All in all, my mom and I, we stopped working with her. We tried to avoid it, and avoid her like the plague. Because why are we gonna associate with someone who doesn't like us? And then she flat out told us she doesn't like people from our country. So, like, I don't know. I'm still kind of baffled. Anyway, that is one tidbit, one experience I dealt with while in the ministry. You're supposed to go out in the ministry and get to know a person, not accuse them of being racist, but whatever. The good one, a good experience would be my parents in general. They were the good people in the congregations. They are, and still are, very good people. They're the type, my dad is a person, he would take off his shirt and give it to you if it was raining outside. He would give you the umbrella and he'd take the rain, He is a generous man. And so my dad, when he had the book study in the house and when we had the ministry, he was the type of person to go to Dunkin' Donuts, buy coffee, buy donuts, go to a local bakery, get like bread and up in north, when you went to the corner store, they would sell like fresh baked bread and have like cold cuts and cheese, and he'd get a freshly made subs and sandwiches, and he would give the whole group just like coffee and sandwiches. He was a really kind elder. And my mom was the type of person to also cook for people and give it to them for them to eat it at home, great people. I mean, I think that was the highlight of my life. If I would live in this little bliss right here, would be nice. Because my parents, they made going out to preach and being with the brothers all about enjoying it, right? And I guess in a sense I miss that. And in another sense, I don't miss that. Who misses preaching? I like the association, but not the work. Alright, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is like my I guess I'll call it Preaching Work Chronicles Part 1. This will be the first part. I don't think I have that many after this, though. Okay, thank you guys for listening to me just rant. I know it can be a whole lot to listen to, but I want to go ahead and send my love to you guys. Don't forget that Coder's Pizza's videos always drop every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mine's every Saturday at 1 p.m. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification button so you guys can stay alert to when our videos drop. Alright? Sending you my love. Bye!